I'm a huge believer in I don't know if you're familiar with Carl Jung, but his whole idea is that if you can't embrace the darkness, you can never embrace the light. So my thing is, if I can't embrace hating my life on this mat and hating that feeling and just being in the worst thing, I can never truly appreciate that victory, ever. And all the victories that I've never really been so stoked about is because I didn't really put that much effort into, I just didn't, I thought the guy was a joke, I didn't train as hard as I needed to, I knew I was gonna smoke him, you know what I mean, like stuff like that. Whereas the ones that I get the most satisfaction out of is the ones that I've killed myself. I've done every single thing, I've taken no shortcuts, I've worked as hard as I possibly can. And that's kind of why I embrace that sort of that darkness and that struggle, because without it, nothing else has meaning. I started karate when I was about 5 years old, and I did it because everyone in my family had done some sort of traditional martial art like karate or judo or boxing or whatever, even though that's not technically a martial art, but as long as I can remember, I've been doing martial arts. I've been doing, like I said, I started karate when I was young. I did judo when I was in school, did a bit of boxing, and then when I found Muay Thai, it was like, I watched a movie called Kickboxer with Jean-Claude Van Damme, and I saw this dude kicking the pillar, and I was like, holy shit, that guy's hardcore. So I was like, I want to be able to do that. I want to be able to do that shit too. So, no one in karate is kicking down pillars. So I was like, that looks legit to me. I went to go watch a local fight in Cape Town, and after that I was like, that's for me. So then I started Muay Thai, and I guess the rest is history.
Let's go, turn that shit up, man.
I didn't really, I don't want to say fit in, but school wasn't for me. And I finished school, but I had quite a bit of troubles and stuff in school. So going to Thailand kind of, I don't know, it gave me a sense of, like I've said before, I'm not all that. I'm not everything that matters. Just because I'm kicking everyone's ass here in South Africa doesn't mean I'm a killer there. So going there really opened up my eyes. And then I wrote my matric final exam and 2 hours later I was on a flight to Thailand. So like I had a special time to write so that I could go, get the fuck out of here and go. So I organized that I could get a special time to write my test, and literally 2 hours later I was on the flight on the way to Thailand. I think going there for the first time was like it was just a humbling experience, and I think that's what kind of got me on the right sort of path. I knew what I wanted to do.
Philosophy on martial arts?
In my eyes, like, martial arts is about continuous change, continuous growth, and having the ability to know that you don't know everything. And I think like the cool thing about martial arts is that it's a direct translation to life. When you start, like when we started in life, we suck. And the more you practice and you practice the routine and you practice what you need to know, the better you get at life. It's the same with martial arts. If you apply that same focus to martial arts, you get better at martial arts. And it's one of those things that you can't hide behind anything else. And I think I've always kind of lived my life saying what I think, speaking my mind, always being me, as real as I can be, especially in like today's age. It's very difficult to find a lot of real people, and I think martial arts is the coolest way to expose that. If you come on step onto the mats here with any one of us, and you might be the biggest badass ever outside there. You might be undefeated on the street, but you come here, means nothing. You're gonna learn a lesson real quick, and that just exposes who you are as a human. And I think that's what's cool about martial arts. And that's why I love martial arts. like I said before, I take no shortcuts. I think a lot of guys again, they feel sorry for themselves. You know, I'm tired today, or oh, I'm sore today, or this hurts, my neck hurts, my shoulder hurts, my knee hurts. You know, I'm gonna take a week off. Not me. If I'm sore, I'm still training. If I'm hurt, I'm still training. No matter what, I broke my rib, I still trained. I couldn't fight, but I trained. I made sure I was always training. I think that for me is one of the things that sets me apart from everyone, is that I'm constantly, because this is a martial art lifestyle. I'm not thinking just about my UFC career or my fighting career. I'm thinking about my life. My life is martial arts, and that's how it's always going to be. And as soon as you start slacking on that, then other parts of your life are going to fall apart. And it's happened to me. It's happened to me. You know, I've seen it happen to me. You know, I've won titles, I've lost titles, all because of that type of shit. You know, not being, slacking on the martial arts, doing more promotions and appearances and shit, like worrying more about money and sponsors than about grinding, than doing this. And I think that's where a lot of guys get it wrong. And then also I think I've a lot of guys, they don't have losses, and they don't have like hardships early in their career. It usually comes later in their career, and then they like start to question who they are. You know, I've lost my second fight ever, you know, and it was a co-main event, it was a big fight, it was a war. I lost, you know, and then I had like a couple losses back to back, and same guys. So I've experienced the worst parts of this game. I've experienced it all. And when I go in there, I never think, oh, I don't want to lose. Losing is always the option. There's always a chance that you're going to lose. When you go in there, there's always a chance you're going to lose. But what separates me is that I love winning. So when I go in there, I'm not thinking, oh, I don't want to lose. I'm like, I'm going to win. I want to win. That's what I want to do. I don't believe I'm more talented than anyone. I don't believe that I'm more athletic or I'm more anything than anyone else. I just believe that I have a better mind than any of these guys. I will never break. Never. You'll never see me break, ever. And I've seen guys break before they even get into the cage with me. I've seen guys break when I look at them at weigh-ins. When I look at them across the cage, I can look into their eyes, I can see they don't want this. You know? Not the way I want it. You know, and I think that's what separates me.